Alright guys, you got your boy Stingren here today, and today we're going to be talking about Artery Gear Fusion, a new game coming to the channel, but I wanted to make a video talking about the new announcement that was made from the official Twitter. So if you check in your game, there was no announcement in game, which is kind of interesting. I didn't think they would not make the announcement in game. If you check events, literally nothing going on right now. Nothing's going on right now in the game outside of the Magical Go Eric event. Make sure you farmed up that event because it does end in just a little bit under 3 days. So go ahead and hit that farm if you've already haven't. Just get as far as you can, get as many things like those tickets, get those weapons, of course the select free character, Erica herself. But of course that's not why we're here. If we go over to Twitter, we can see here that an announcement was made that the Atelier Ryza campaign, or the collab rather, was confirmed. Now this is a really big announcement because not all games that have collabs with other games with different version servers are always not ported over to the global or western release. Some games just strictly have collabs in that space of the game. It's gotten a lot better in terms of gachas over the years, but there's definitely been times where a game has had a collab with something, but it hasn't never made its way over to the West. But now it's 100% confirmed from the Twitter itself that the collab is coming. And this is probably what a lot of people have been waiting for. If you haven't really watched any content creators video on this, literally everyone says wait for this banner. Literally every single person that I've seen from a video standpoint about knowing more information about this game, just so I can not sound completely like a bumbling idiot, they've all said the same thing. Wait for the Atelier Ryza collab. Wait for the Atelier Ryza collab. That's going to be the banner you want. You could probably go for certain units now. Get your big four out of the way, which is Sirius, Alice, Ginga, and Morris. Morris is completely free. Alice you will have to hope to pull for. Ginga you can get from the reroll, and Sirius you would just hope to pull. If you did do her banner, then she's currently rated up, which is a thing. Once you get the big four, pull for nothing else. That's what I was told. I did do the big four. I have them all. That's great. But now this is the banner that literally every sole person has been waiting for, because well, we're in the most meta characters that are out right now. One of them being the most meta character in the game, which is insane to say because yeah. So if we go over to the characters, first things first is going to be our good friend Miss Ryza, as we always call her Thiza, because look at her thighs. We out here simping today, boys. Anyway. But anyway, Ryza is going to be the first banner. It's going to be a 2-week thing where one character comes out for 1 week and then another comes out the next week. Ryza will be the first one that comes, and then the next character will come the next week after. So Ryza should be releasing, I believe, July 12th is what I was told from someone, saying that it comes out the 12th. So make sure you have your resources ready if you are going to pull for Ryza, or if you're going to wait for the next character, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to be waiting for the next character, because let's get real, when I talk about this character, we're going to get the watering our mouths, okay? Anyway, so the cool thing about Ryza is I feel like Ryza, forgive me if I'm a little bit ignorant to the terms of Artery Gear. I'm still completely learning the game, but I wanted to talk about this because I got some information about some few people about it. But Ryza seems like a really cool like tank type character where she shares position 1 damage of a character and she gains damage. A lot of her skills is all about gaining energy and unleashing it from her alchemist's full power. Another really good boon for Ryza is that she is mostly AoE. As you can see, both alchemist full power and Mechano Quasar are both AoE skills, and they both come with pretty nice bonuses. One is AoE defense down, which is insane because that's gonna make farming like Iron Maiden or general stages very worth it, because AoE defense down just really opens up a can of worms for a lot of your DPSs, especially if you're running like her and some other AoE cleave unit, and then just other 2 units that could support the team in the back maybe. So that'd be really good. Mechano Quasar, if I'm saying that correctly, it gives all targets buff, block, and anti-heal, which is really good because that stops the enemies that are like particularly hard hitting from hitting it hard. Like, for example, Iron Maiden, who likes to buff, and that cancels out a lot of their buffs, which is really good because that means you can just open up that can of worms, get those kills, get that gear, get the best slots that you can get, and then you can go from there. Even me as a kind of free-to-play character, well, kind of free-to-play person, I am definitely struggling on most of these fights because I just don't have the tools to really build up. I do need to build up more DPSs for respective elements for my Molten, my Crystals, and my Emerald team, so there's that. Anyway, but as you can see, the passives here are pretty good. I would actually take Mechano Quasar to at least level 3 so I can get that reduced cooldown. Maybe I might consider boosting Alchemist full power depending on how consistent it procs. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah. But these are her stats right here. These are our stats, so just 6-star, just straight up gear. Pretty good speed at 114, not gonna lie. That means you shouldn't be able to reach her like maybe like 170 or 180-ish speed. I think that should be pretty good for her, but we'll see. Her passives for limit breaks are in fact HP related, which is really nice, and you have a critical chance to party. If you are one person that wants to wail, have at it, have at it. And her unique weapon. Now, her unique weapon can be attained from the banner. I believe it's 110 for the unique weapon from what was shown on the Japan side of things. The general unit itself is a 90 pity, which is very good. That's very, very good, because that's better than a 200 pity. That's 9 multis as opposed to 20 multis, which is insane. But I believe if you go to the 110, then you can get this weapon, which gives an additional HP stat and status accuracy chance. This is very, very good. You want to get this for the chance to proc her AoE defense down. So if you are going to go for Ryza, then make sure you try to get her a unique weapon too. Make sure. I believe the only way you can get it is from the banner, which is there. And she is a bonus skill effect, so every enemy that is killed by Mechano Quasar has 100% to gain 30 more energy, and Mechano Quasar does 42.4 bonus damage, which penetrates 70% of their defense. This is a very nice unique weapon. So if you are definitely trying to get Ryza up and going, maybe go the 110 just so you can get it. But yeah. So anyway, according to the person that posted this information is here. So what you want to go for is one of her good things is she has cutting for max energy, which is good, bonus crit, a lot of AoE damage from S2, S3, and Iron Maiden, and of course damage sharing can be potentially be an issue. That technically can be true because that will basically put your Ryza in danger while other units, because you can't really turn off the passive. It's not something you can just choose not to activate. It's just basically there. So that could be potentially be an issue, but other than that, Ryza is a fantastic unit. Anyway, most people do recommend that you go lifesteal crit chance, which is pretty good, and it also gives you a free 6-star lifesteal set. So if you want to do the event, there's that. And then it's 2x HP, 2x HP or defense. I think I'll probably go with the top recommendation set, but there's that. But that is going to be the first unit, being Ryza. Next is going to be Lila. Now Lila is the unit that everybody's gonna want because of a few things. One of the big things about Lila that makes her super good is this second skill. The second skill gives entire crit up that lasts for 3 turns, and it moves the action bar of all allies by 1%. That is dumb good. That is dummy good. That is powerful. Because that basically means when giving crit up, she's shooting people up, which could potentially make them go past another unit. And then you're already having another unit that can hit really hard, especially with the right setups. So really good. If you even go so much as +5 in the skill, which I think I probably might end up doing. I don't have too many left of the 5-star mats, but whenever I hold on to some, I'm definitely going to be working towards her. But yeah, she also can give herself an extra turn whenever allies triggers critical strike, and increases your own your own your own action bar by 10%. So not only is she shooting you up, and she gets herself a free turn, but then she even decides to bump herself up even quicker if allies are hitting critical strikes, which is kind of stupid. Now, of course, it does work really well with Ryza, because Ryza has her innate chance to do critical strikes as well. So there's that. But her S3 is what really goes crazy. 169%, 69, get it? Anyway, for each point of energy consumed, the damage is increased by 7%. So the more energy she has, which the maximum energy is 100%, means this goes up by another 7%, which is... And then if you get it up to +4, which is even good, that means you essentially are getting a 3.5% boost. So that means it goes up from 7% to 10.5%. That's insane. So the more energy she's gonna get, the bigger this nuke is gonna be. This nuke is going to shred things. Now, granted, the only big issue that I noticed with Lila out of the gate is that she's mainly just single target. That's it. Mainly single target. That's it. That's kind of the only thing you could complain about with her is single target. That's it. Single target. But other than that, completely fine unit. If critical strike is triggered, damage of this attack is increased by 50%. That is a big boost. That S3 goes in freaking insane, dude. It's such a strong S3. Anyway, in her first skill, the burning concentration is for every point of energy she gets another 4% boost. So pretty good. Not as strong as the S3, of course, but yeah. And you can see this one also gets an additional 2%, so it makes it 6% per energy consumed. So pretty good. These are her stats. Pretty good. Really good defense too. 782. Not bad. And if you are gonna go for a rarity 6, or I mean not for limit break 6 on your Lila, you can get up to 80% crit chance, which is insane because she really does like scaling off crits. So yeah. Anyway, her unique weapon. Her unique weapon gives her quite a bit. It also gives her attack plus 16% plus the 269, which is again more power for her. I think it also really eliminates the need to kind of go into attack. I think you can go like crit chance speed maybe, but we'll see. But anyway, for every other ally buffed by warrior's symbol, increases energy by 2. Also, whenever attack Lila reduces the enemy to 0, gain 5 energy. Now, the second condition shouldn't be hard because Lila's gonna pop literally everything that doesn't resist or is not tanky enough to beat Lila. But yeah. And she's basically, she's insane. She gives all allies crit up, gives herself extra turn, very high single target damage. I think we've kind of talked about. But anyway, basically, the gear recommendation is crit damage, crit chance, which is kind of what I figured I will be going for my Lila is crit damage, crit chance. I might go attack, maybe crit chance attack, maybe, if I don't go for the unique weapon. I don't think I will. I don't think I will have enough to go for the full 110. But yeah. But this is the unit. Pretty insane unit, I will say. Next up is going to be our friend Claudia, who is going to be the free unit of the collab. So you can actually get this unit. It's a free 5-star, which is actually, that's pretty generous, and it's a free 5-star. And what she does is she's able to repel action bars of targets, which is really good. That's just enough to maybe stop a potential attack coming from an enemy. She can boost her own by 5%. She can repel in advance by an additional, so basically making this 10% per time she uses the skill. Not bad. Frozen Dance gives 74% damage to all enemy targets. A little on the low side, I feel, but has a 75% chance to dispel buff on one target. Pretty good. And has a 2 times chance to repel 15% of the action bar. Not bad. And then her special move, her S3, which is Grand Finale, 84%, 84.8% chance to increase the target. So pretty good AoE, as I mentioned before. So another AoE unit. For every buff on the target, damage is increased by 10%. For every target that has a buff, inflict damage down. Dispels 2 rounds of all buffs for all target in advance on action bar by 50%. That's a pretty good S3, especially with AoE defense down, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Especially on a free unit. On a freebie, getting AoE defense down, kind of bug. Anyway, she has resistance plus 6. Not the greatest thing, I would say, but yeah. I would love if it was like status accuracy here, because then it means those defense downs will be so good. Anyway, Claudia's unique weapon gives her HP, attack, and status accuracy, which is good. The spell chance of frozen aid gets buffed to 100%, and the number of time to repel the target action bar goes from 2 to 3. But this is her with PvE as an A tier unit. PvP, she's S tier, so pretty good. So as you can see here, most people generally recommend speed, status, accuracy, speed and status accuracy, speed, status accuracy, and HP. AoE dispel, multiple dispel chances, action bar manipulation, AoE defense down, which is a excellent bonus. And remember, she is free. All you gotta do is do the event, and you should be able to get her. I don't recall if she is able to be plus 6. I'm sure she's like every other event where you can buy the materials to just straight up plus 6 the plus 6 units, so you can get that resistance for her. She just gives status accuracy right here for just limit break 1 and limit break 2 being for the party, but not for self, which is a little unfortunate, because that's kind of what you want to give her, is some status accuracy. But it's a really good thing. I do like these free units from time to time. You know, like Chihaya was a really good one. Erica's not terrible, I don't feel, but it's a pretty good thing. But that is going to be it for the video. So I hope you guys are excited for the Atelier Ryza collab, as I am. I am personally going to be going for Lila like everyone else is. I thought about going for Ryza because I do love Ryza a lot. I actually do play a couple of the Ryza games. But since I'm being free to play and I have to be a little bit consistent with my resources, I think I'll just go for what gives me the most benefit. And I don't have any really good blue... Well, I do have Ginga, so I guess, but I don't have too many blue nukers. Only Ginga's the really unit I have that I use as my DPS for blue. But I'll definitely take a Lila because I don't have too many other options. I have a lot of options for red, and I have somewhat options for green. But for the most part, it's mostly just Molten. Molten is pretty well covered for my account. Blue is a little shaky, you know. Crystal Core, I think that's what it is. It's a little shaky for me, so I'll definitely be going for Lila. Maybe I might go for the full pity. I don't have enough to pity per se. I don't have enough tickets, but I'll gain what I can gain and get what I can get. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the collab in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.